Hello everybody, I'm Daniel. Today I'm going to talk about age problems. So what are age problems? Age problems are mathematical problems about age. So this is important. Remember that the difference of the age doesn't change. So why? For example, you're 5 years old this year and your sister may be 3 years old. So 1 year later you are 6 years old and your sister is 4 years old. So the difference is 2. The difference is 2. So it doesn't change. So like 100 years later you're like 105 years old and your sister is 103 years old. The difference is still 2. The difference doesn't change. 1000 years later is still the same. Okay, now let's move on to the question. So I have an easy one for you at first. So let's look at it. So let me read the question first. I am 29 years younger than my mother. How many years older was my mother than me 5 years ago? So this question is actually really easy because the difference doesn't change. So I believe that you know the answer already. And of course, please pause the video first. Now I shall go on to the explanation. So the difference doesn't change. So 5 years ago, for example, if this I, now he or her is 10 years old. So his or her mother is 39 years old, and now 5 years ago he's 5, then 34. And of course, if you want a shortcut, you just remember that the difference doesn't change. So you just write 29. The answer is 29. The answer is 29. Yeah. Now I have a harder question for you. So let's look at it at first. So the sum of Alan's, Bob's, and their father's age is 85. Alan is 22 years old. He is twice as old as Bob. So how old is their father? Now, please pause this video and calculate the answer. Calculate the answer before I give you the explanation and answer. So now I shall go on to the explanation. So now it said, Alan is twice as old as Bob. That means Bob is 11 years old. So 22 plus 11 equals to 33. So the total age of Alan and Bob is 33. So the sum of Alan's, Bob's, and their father's age is 85. Here we have it. So we just use 85 minus 33 to get 52. So the answer 52. Okay, now let's move on to the harder question. Look at the question. Mrs. Liu is 38 years old and she is 4 years younger than Mr. Liu. So we know that Mr. Liu is 42 years old. So we write it down first. Wait, I'm finding my pen. So we write it down first. So Mr. Liu is 42 years old. Then Terry, their youngest son, is 8 years old. Terry, 8. Mrs. Liu is 38. So, in how many years would the sum of their age be 100? 100. So, how should we do this question? Think about it yourself first. Please pause the video and figure out the answer yourself before I give the answer and explanation. So now I shall move on to the explanation. So let's look. So 42 plus 8 plus 38 equals to how many? 42 plus 8 plus 38 equals to something. So 42 plus 8 equals to 50, and 50 plus 38 equals to 88. So we get 88 now. So 100 minus 88 equals to 12. So now it's 12 years away. So now, but there are 3 people, right? So we shall divide it by 3. So we get 4. 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. Because there are 3 people, so the growth of their age, the growth of theirs is 3 times the as one person, right? So 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. So now we get 4 years later. Answer 4. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye.